So let's get to it, but first let's talk to Derek. This new this new robot companion from the Creation Club.
Dan, is that really you?
I'm not Dan.
But of course you are, Dan. I know Dan, and Dan you are, whether you know it or not. Say, Dan, can you take me with you? I need to see the universe and have me some adventure. And if I know Dan, I know that to you, adventure's your bread, excitement's your butter, and danger, why, to you that's like strawberry jam to top it off. And I want a fun sandwich, Dan, and you make the best.
Shodan maybe. I hope it's not Shodan. Sure.
Woot woot! Spin my nipple nuts and send me to
Huh?
Mars. This is gonna be exciting.
Nipple nuts, apparently. They got nipple nuts in the future. I don't know what to tell you.
Hi, Dan.
Aside from we got things to look forward to. Don't fucking say it. Oh, he's...
Take vandalism seriously.
Oh my god!
Not mess with history.
Shut up! You don't have to... Not every cop in the game needs to threaten every civilian that walks by.
Welcome to New Homestead.
Well, thank you. Wow, a warm welcome on this, what is it? This,
You've been
yes, I get it, the...
for a while now. Are you in need of an electric shock?
Not just now, Derek, thank you. This, minus 180 degree temperature planet. That is very cold, isn't it?
Enjoy your visit.
Whether that's Celsius or Fahrenheit, that I'm gonna say that's cold either way. Come on, Derek. Derek, get in the fucking airlock. All the way. There you go. That's a good Derek.
Hi, Dan.
Not Dan. Okay. What?
Word of advice.
You good?
Steer clear of the doctor here. She really seems to have a problem with tourists for some reason.
What's that? What are you doing? Doing like a finger gun. That's something over there. Make sure to put on a coat. Oh yeah, I put on a... I mean, right now I've just got my guns out, but we had our spacesuit on up there. Our Mandalorian mantis armor. Is this going back outside?
What do you need?
I don't need anything, Derek. You're following me. Hey, Luther! We got good news!
Welcome back. Is that special sauce I smell? Ah, I thought so.
Derek, can you get out from inside me? Derek, hold on.
Have a great day.
I'm sorry, Luther.
Welcome
Just
to chunks.
Derek.
Here's your chunks.
Okay. Sorry, Luther. I got the chunk special sauce for you.
Hell yeah, you came through. You are a real lifesaver. Seriously, I don't know how I'd manage to live without it myself, let alone my customers. Thanks.
Ooh, we got some Chuck's cheesesteak and 2,400 credits. Nice.
You people actually eat this stuff, huh?
What is your problem?
Just try
Thanks
it,
for
see what the
choosing
big deal
chunks.
is.
Which chunks
Things
would you?
Wow.
have never been better since this trunk's opened up. Makes me feel like we're actually part of the UC.
Wow, nice bathroom. Pretty decent, I mean. It's got a little fancy painting in there.
Hey, Dan, I've got something for you.
Not Dan. You have a strange name. What does it mean?
Decommissioned experimental robot 3rd class. But I prefer Derek. It has a much nicer ring to it, don't you think?
Experimental? Are you some kind of prototype?
I have no idea. One, there are parts of my programming that are inaccessible for some reason, and two, I lost the manual. But hey, if a toaster can still toast, then it's still a toaster, right?
I suppose so. Cora?
Did you know the museum here is full of old Earth artifacts? Cool, huh?
Well, I guess that's it for the chunk side quest. I kind of thought there'd be more to it. But I suppose that's all you can really expect. I don't know. It was still fun. But now we need to go back to Paradiso and resolve this issue with this resort being where the generation ship people were hoping to call home.
The hills are alive with the sound of music. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for ruining the dramatic sense of exploration.
Thank you, Derek. Yeah, they definitely picked a good
I'm
planet.
not much of a beach person, but everyone talks about this place.
Lebowski?
So I had to see for myself.
No major incidents in a while. Let's hope it stays that way.
Don't threaten me. What was I saying? Oh, yes. The colonists picked a good planet as a destination. Unfortunately, capitalism arrived before they did. Where are we going?
I'm just glad I don't work on the luxury cruisers that bring people here.
Please, let the concierge know if you need anything.
Let me know if I'm able to help with anything.
Let's go and make a hard save here.
Between you and me, I'm kind of glad most of the execs never show up to work.
Scan it.
Good?
Your safety is our #1 priority.
I feel so safe.
You can't just waltz in there.
That's why I was talking to you first! God. I'm here on important business. Do you know who I am?
I really don't, and I can't have you barging in on the executives while they're working. So if you need something, you can talk to me. That's the best I can do, I'm afraid.
I kinda do. You have a problem with the ship in orbit? I'm here to help.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
How about an apology? What's it like working for Paradiso?
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in, so it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too.
Wow. What were everyone's thoughts when the ECS Constant showed up?
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Bad for the bottom line, I see. And can you give me any dirt on the board members?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
Okay. I'm ready to go into the boardroom.
Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Hold on, I see
Have a great day.
another succulent. What's in here? Nothing interesting. Some books. Got a lot of books to give Cora. Almost snuck one by me. And another one. Alright. Gonna waltz in here, nice.
Staying safe out there.
Nice and slow like.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Blom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this. I'm proud to say that revenue is up and costs are down.
Alright, everyone.
I'm sorry. Should I know you?
No, I can't interact with the main guy from there, unfortunately.
I've been working on a new marketing, just doing my part to make sure Paradiso remains a paradise.
Hello? I didn't realize Kiwi was letting people in here.
Oh god. Are there really only 3 board members?
No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine.
You operate this resort outside the settled systems, don't you?
Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes, we don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And know and mind, because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
Wow, I hate it. I understand you're the man I need to talk to about the strange ship in orbit.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
That's despicable. You know it's not true.
Despicable? Hardly. Just a backup plan in case we can't get them to leave. But you're right. No one's going to buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
It's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth, here after a 200-year journey.
Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grav drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely.
We can make you cease to exist.
Team has got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
So they can live here, but they'd be slaves.
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
Ah. Wow. Ceased to exist? Are you suggesting I destroy the ship?
I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will.
So you're not saying it. Why can't they just settle on the other side of the planet or something?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
These are human beings, and you're worried about landscaping. That is absurd.
Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
Wait, and why do I have to buy the craft drive?
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
I hate this. Oh, yes. I hate this. It is revolting.
More?
Please.
Oh yeah, I definitely hate this. I, I, I think I've made up my mind.
And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain?
What if, after all this, they continue to insist their claim to this planet predates yours?
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Freestar Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Well, we're definitely not making them slaves. So really the only option here is to buy the grav drive, or install a creation that allows us to find an alternative solution. Let me see, can I save from here? Hold on.
Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
Let's go ahead and just make another little hard save here real quick, and let's take a... well, real quick. Let's see what happens. Well, it depends on how you feel about murdering C-level executives. Unfortunately, Bethesda does not feel very good about it. As you can see, this particular guy cannot be murdered.
Combat mode initiated.
Someone help me! Someone help me!
But there are mods that allow us to work around that. But if we did that, it wouldn't really be resolving the quest correctly. It would just kind of be ending the quest, I think. Oh shit. Oh my god. I did a quick load, so it loaded the quick save, not the hard save. That's a good way to get your heart rate up real quick. But no, we're just gonna have to foot the bill.
I'll make some time for you, but keep it quick, yeah?
Oh my god. I really want to murder this guy. So about that colony ship.
And you've made your decision? We can help them resettle here and work off their debt, or we can outfit their ship with a grav drive at your own personal expense.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's definitely a bit of a disappointing element to an otherwise very interesting and cool mission. But I guess thinking about it, it's hard to imagine how we could possibly come to some kind of solution to take the planet away from the capitalists and give it to the communists.
Are we talking or not?
Other than like starting a whole war or something. You know, you can't exactly fight a whole war on our own. I mean, technically within gameplay restrictions, we probably could, but within, you know, plot restrictions, it wouldn't really make sense. Anyway. I'll buy the grav drive and convince them to settle elsewhere.
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck. Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
Oh, the little smarmy ass smile at the end. Hey, Derek, you wanna... How do you feel about a little murder? Is it murder if they're a C-level executive in a video game?
Hi, Dan.
I'm not down.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they know to stay away from us.
Hello. Hello, welcome to Hotel Paradiso. You may continue inside to the main desk if you need to check in for your stay, or feel free to browse the shops along the promenade. Let me know if I can answer any questions you may have, or help you in any other way.
Okay, have a good one, goodbye.
Enjoy your stay at Paradiso.
Really is a lovely planet. Shame about the capitalists, though.
Hey there.
Where are we going? Go to Hope Tech. Is that somewhere else entirely?
Pre-check complete. We're good.
Did something just fall off my ship?
We're in orbit. What next?
I suppose we should check in with him and, make arrangements. Oh! Oh my god. Cut the transmission!
So, Miss
Jesus.
Reading under the covers. Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe, and where his stargazing landed him.
It's a good thing that...
And we're docked.
It's a good thing that, docking modules haven't changed at all in 200 years.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Pardon me, Derek.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting.
Alright, how do we get to where the captain is?
Hey there.
We were never
Not the medical bay.
coming from outside our ship.
Hands up.
Hi, Dan.
Not Dan.
never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived.
You know, now that you mention it, it actually might have been a succulent that fell out, because they have been known to clip through the floor. Not engineering, where am I going?
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
Here we go, Command Bay.
Just stay out of trouble.
No matter the outcome, we didn't believe anyone would be out here. But I'm glad for it.
Oh, nothing?
Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
What do you need?
I'm good, Derek. Nothing right now. But, anyway, I was...
Finding the old constant has been fun, but I'm looking forward to flying some fancy new ships when this is all over.
Kind of thought that they'd want to talk about the arrangement we came to, but I guess we have to go finish making preparations before we can present it to them. Should we hack into the captain's computer and see what that says? I'm sure they won't mind. Definitely not that one. There we go. Captain's bridge computer. Messages. Engineering malfunction. Got the situation under control, Captain. Turns out there was a slight misalignment in engine bay 6 causing all that rumbling. We were able to scrounge up some scrap metal and secure it. Luckily, Zusko was small enough to climb in there to weld it in place, else we would have had to rip up the lavatories to get at it. And I know that wouldn't have sat well with anyone on board. But anyway, job's done, and hey, no more shaking. Wouldn't have sat well to rip up all the toilets, you know. Regarding what to do. I'm out of ideas. The first few ships we saw when we arrived were quick to divert away from us. The one that stopped and seemed to want to communicate with us left after attempts failed. Yue said the signal came through all garbled. It could be whatever language the creatures speak, or it could be an incompatibility with our comm systems. Yue isn't sure. Eamon has no idea. If we still had the landing craft, we could have just ventured down ourselves. We even tried something called Morse code that Julia suggested out of an old book. It's basically a message conveyed by flashing our lights on and off at various intervals. But either they weren't able to decode it, or worse, no one's even looking. I could use your counsel, Captain Diana Brackenridge. I believe our best course of action is to remain here and keep waiting. Whoever or whatever they are, they're bound to attempt a docking procedure with us at some point. They may be equally worried. I recommend preparing a select welcoming party. When it occurs, we should be careful but welcoming. You've done a wonderful job briefing the crew and maintaining order. Keep at it, we will get through this. Mabudi. Regarding urgent message from the captain. Beloved crew of the ECS Constant. First, the excellent news. We have arrived at New Jamestown. The mission our forebears initiated hundreds of years ago is a resounding success. However, with no landing craft, we remain stuck in orbit. The plan was always to dismantle parts of the Constant once we arrived in orbit, and attempt to construct a new landing craft. However, we have also learned that the planet appears inhabited. Before we jump to conclusions, we cannot say with certainty this is alien life. So far, efforts to communicate have not succeeded. Our goal is now to attempt to meet with them and arrange transport, rather than risk undue damage to our current home. Then we can negotiate our rights to the planet. Thank you for remaining calm in these uncertain times, Captain Diana Brackenridge. Aliens? Oh my god, Diana, you never said aliens could ever be a possibility. What do we do? I'm hyperventilating over here. They're not hostile, are they? What are we gonna do? What do I tell people? They're all asking and I don't know what to say. A little help, please, Abe. out of strawberries. I just wanted to let you know that we've gone through the last of the freeze-dried strawberries. Some of the crew have been pressuring me to open up the seed vault so Janet can plant more, but I had to tell them I can't. Even if I wanted to, there's the risk we'd lose more than just strawberries. I figure it's worth mentioning just in case people get desperate. Daisuke. And test results. I went over your blood work. Take more vitamin D. Another half a pill a day should be sufficient. That's it, Lorelei. And urgent actions. No urgent actions, okay. No skeletons in her closet, at least not that particular closet.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
How about in your quarters?
Threats coming from outside our ship.
Oh, Captain's got a whole room with a nice little couch. And a very interesting chess set. Or something.
I'll just amuse myself then.
Yeah, you do that, Derek. Oh boy, here he goes again. Wow, she's got her own private bathroom with no succulents in it.
Now that we know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
Anyway, I think we're done here. There doesn't actually seem to be anything else for us to do here at this step.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien.
So yeah, I guess we'll go finish making arrangements and then we'll come back.
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's. Like, a lot.
This is your dad's ship too.
Sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
He had some books, if you're interested.
Wow!
Oh my gosh, she's so excited. We got 2 copies of Bleak House, Dracula Forever Amongst the Stars, Great Expectorations, Hard Times, Maurice Lyon's Journal, not really a book, but I'm sure it'll be a fun read. Moby Dick, Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Omega the Last Days, Shadows in the Attic, Tales of Space and Time, 2 copies of The Comet, The Fruit Cellar, The Pickwick Papers, and War of the Worlds. I'd give you the Achilles City Charter, but the game will not let me.
Thanks so much!
You're welcome. Thanks for the 36 XP.
Bye!
Goodbye. Hi, Lynn.
I just can't stop smiling around you. I got a reputation to maintain, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry. Alright.
Run. Latched, free and clear. Board's all green. Successful
This is
check.
3-star collective space. Hold while we scan your ship. Alright, we're done. Welcome to Hopetown.
To what? Hopetown? Polvo Station. Is this not where we need to go? Do we need to go down to the planet? It's not giving me an option to interact with it. Oh, yep. We need to go down to Hopetown. don't know if we'll quite have time to finish this one tonight, but it'll give us something to look forward to next time.
Landing gear's ready.
Ooh. A nice little thunderstorm going on here. I love thunderstorms. Wow, 28 degrees. It's cozy. Maybe a little warm.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Holy shit, every fucking cop in this galaxy.
Tells everyone you met the
Twinsies?
I mean, Ron Hope's, well, friendly. And incredible.
Nice hat, dude. I think it's supposed to be a welding mask.
Big shot at Hope Tech.
Let's get you settled in.
Oop, okay.
Yes, what?
No, I'm just walking. I'm just jogging on, but
A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
hi.
All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh God.
You don't look like things are going well.
I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse.
Oh? Can I get a cat haw in chat? Thank you. What the fuck is happening here? Tell me what's wrong.
Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. Just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face?
Lots of people just use people like us without giving a shit about us.
A week ago, I would have said something different, but yes, absolutely. So, I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special.
What'd you call me?
As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since.
That's really terrible.
It gets even worse.
Oh no.
A tracker just landed, and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
How do they only know your name?
The company is, well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing.
Tracker?
A member of the Trackers Alliance. You know, bang bang dead or alive bounty hunters?
And how am I supposed to deal with the tracker?
I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but he may not give you any choice.
I guess I'm Captain Fahim then.
You You are the best. This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Ship Company, Galactic Import-Export, Ship Designation Markab, Captain Fahim, Manifest 400 tons of slag steel, Port of Origin Neon, and Destination pending. Excuse me. Exception waiver fee paid in full, provisional approval granted, express inspection passed, a 30-day exemption granted by Neon Port Authority pending full registration of Captain Unknown Fahim of Hotel Voli 1309B Neon. Not sure if any of that is important, but where are we going in here? That's just a gun store. Nothing, I'm just walking by. Oh, they got kids here. And
Do you need something?
what the fuck?
I have a plan. Step 1.
I like it here. Very few rules. People know how to look the other way. And so many strangers coming and going all the time. A good place for business. Do you agree?
This guy has heavy Elder Scrolls NPC energy. A place where people know the value of discretion is always welcome.
Discretion is a trait I highly value. I have a small package that needs delivery to Aquila City. I need someone discreet. Not too many questions.
I'm interested in this job.
The package is contraband. If the authorities find it, it will not be good. If your ship has space for special cargo, then getting through security will be much easier. Can you handle a job like this?
Any advice on smuggling contraband?
Shielded cargo space. Lots of it. Much more than you need. Makes things easier to hide from scans. If you can acquire a signal jammer, those are good too.
I'm not sure I can smuggle it safely.
If you upgrade your ship with shielded cargo space, come back to me.
Well, if the game ever, you know, helps us with that.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
This outfit. If the game ever offers us any shielded cargo, I will happily come back and do that.
Hi, Dan.
I'm not Dan.
Scanning.
There we go. Just a little succulent friend. Hello.
Dust, except for the factory. Off-worlders, nothing ever good comes from them.
You don't say. How about what's the word? Corroborate that allegation with some evidence.
Bureaucracy, right?
Alright, I don't have time to loot. We gotta get this done.
Just keep it holstered.
Hello?
Our motto is, "They're trucks in space." Really, you need to hear Mr. Hope say it.
Can I see it?
Need anything?
Yeah, I was about to ask. Can I see Ron Hope?
If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's on the top floor. He's very busy, so if you don't have a meeting scheduled, he may not be available.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh my goodness, I thought this was an elevator. There we go. What? Whoa. It's just like walking into the back room of the dealership. I think go upstairs?
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
Hello? 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 I guess I can't talk to this person.
Hi, Dan.
I'm not Dan. Oh, we gotta go up even higher, past the cubicles, past the corporate drones.
Ron Hope's a damned hero in my book.
If you're looking to make a purchase, I don't handle that personally. Anaya Raymond should be able to help you.
We ran out of tungsten midway.
Who's talking?
Weight is 1.03 heavier than Starbucks.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Is that you talking?
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech.
Who's talking?
I don't see why. As long as the outside stays the same, it will have the same atmospheric behavior. And thrust is all that matters once you're in hot weather.
Oh, I think people in the room directly underneath us are talking. It's fine.
I don't believe we have a meeting scheduled. You must be looking for someone else.
No, you're literally the person I'm supposed to be talking to, it looks like. Oh, no, I need to speak to Benny's name, James. I guess we went up a floor too many? Do we need to go... Is there a floor higher? I'm so confused. No? What's going on in there? Oh! Oh my god. How do we get in there? Is there an elevator somewhere? It's over here. That's a bathroom. Oh, is this it? What are you doing on... You really let your workers walk all over you, huh?
Hello. Someone worth paying attention to.
Oh, okay. There they go. Goodbye.
Think we should get moving.
I'm not Dan. And we're not done here.
We could save valuable weight if we got rid of the pilot seat. Maybe an ottoman?
I have no idea. You're gonna have to talk to one of your worker drones. I'm just a random stranger. I hear you're an expert with grav drives and other ship parts. I need to ask for a favor.
Sure. That sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time.
We're all busy. I need to know if you can help put a grav drive on an old colony ship or not.
Ah, so that's what this is. Oliver Campbell told me to expect you.
I didn't want to name drop him.
Didn't say you'd be so rude about it. But I guess that's the kind of company Oliver keeps. I did some research on ships from that era, so I have a decent enough idea of what we need to do. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. With some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours.
Oof, that's a hefty It's a... That's a hefty bill. 40,000? Maybe we can find a way to lower that price a bit.
It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are.
You've had that old par for how long, and no one has yet offered to buy it?
Perhaps, but I don't want to just settle for an offer far below its value. This part is incredibly difficult to come by.
Surely the profit you'd make compared to the... Surely the profit you'd make doesn't compare to the freedom you'd be giving these people.
Maybe it is
oh, let's go!
to demand such a price. Tell you what, sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work.
Wow, labor was almost half the cost here. Just like in real life. That seems very reasonable, thank you.
You're darn right it is.
Wow.
I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Yeah, pleasure doing capitalism with you. So I'll try to finish this up real quick. That does not skip that. Just gotta sit here while it docks to enjoy that
Docking integrity.
lovely docking animation.
Good to go, Cap.
Captain, hello. I am...
Upstairs, I think? This way, over here, and then in here?
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems.
Oh my goodness.
Hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
We have gravity drive technology. I could talk in depth about the physics of it all.
Oh, I've heard of this technology, but always believed it was theoretical in nature. Maybe we can talk about it in more detail later. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to handle. I've waited this long. What's a little longer, eh? Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
Whatever. I get it. You want to know what's changed since your ship departed.
Indeed. Thank you for being so kind and indulging me. You must understand how thrilling this news is for someone like me. Someone who suspected this encounter was, in fact, possible.
With a ship this old, do you have any good heroic engineering stories?
Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag. I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here.
Oh. And what do you do as chief engineer?
Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying.
If your predecessors knew about grav drives, why didn't they wait for it instead of setting... Wait for it.
Okay there?
Instead of... Why didn't they wait for it instead of setting out?
Ah, great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way.
You said you had more questions for me?
Yes, so many. Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform?
Frake's asking you questions.
Alien species? I have so many more, but
oh, that could be a good redeem.
Time.
Can you remember the tallest move you've ever seen? Read any good books lately? Have you noticed the prevalence of themed restaurants these days? Well, not everyone has ships, but many people do.
Haha! I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources.
No terraforming, but there are colonies on inhospitable planets. We just use habunits and suits.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there.
No sentient life as far as we can tell, but plenty of diverse living creatures.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right.
Yeah. That's all the questions and that's all the question and answer time I have for now.
Ah, thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves.
I can't even imagine. He's adorable. I'm supposed to help you prep the ship for the grav drive.
What grav drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what
I love him.
All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work?
Oh, Sorry, did you say something about explosives? Explosions?
Oh, don't worry about that. Just a little engineering humor.
Oh, I see.
Ship going with minimal incidents this long. I'm not about to let anything happen to it now. But, to be clear, what we're doing is very dangerous, and we should be prepared for anything.
You need my help?
Yes, of course I need your help. My team needs to stay on top of their daily maintenance, and I need to make my own preparations for this gravity drive you brought us. Your help is going to be vital to this procedure. And have no worries, it'll be easy. I'll guide you through the process.
Alright, ready as can be.
Great, great, great. There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff
Oh fuck. Oh god.
5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
What?
Got it?
No.
Let's hop to it.
Oh fuck. This one. Engineering control, beta, actuator, runoff. I don't think that was it. Derek, help me! Cryogenic radiator. That might have been one of them. I don't know. What does the journal say? Prepare the ship. Okay, here we go. Amin has asked me to handle 3 preparations. Reroute power from the port turbo pump to the aux cryo radiator. Port turbo pump to aux cryo radiator. Port turbo pump. Port turbo pump. Port turbo pump to aux cryo radiator. Power reroute successfully completed. Welcome, Gilded Dream. Okay, that's one. What was the next step? Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor to 5%. Plasma inhibitor to 5%. Plasma inhibitor, not this one.
Some complaints about the door mechanism.
Plasma inhibitor. Plasma runoff inhibitor to 5%. Okay.
We thought we were alone.
And decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Decouple magnetic flange pipe. Oh shit, I've already forgotten the last part. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the aux module assembly. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures. Should I say decouple or recouple? Decouple magnetic flange pipe enclosures from aux module assembly. Magnetic flange pipe enclosures and decouple them from the aux module assembly.
Looks like everything is good to go on both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain while they're finishing the installation? Thanks.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to your buddy? I guess he was talking to me. Right.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
I'm about to. I think we're coming up on the end here.
Just stay out of trouble.
We've got strict rules around here.
Oh yeah, in case it wasn't, oh, she's sneaping. A little honk shoe time. What is that? Oh, she's got a little drawing of a peach there. Probably one of the kids drew it for her or something, or maybe, some kind of suitor.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it.
Whoa, way too close. Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious from the gay space communism, also their uniforms look very familiar. I'm pretty sure it's a intentional Star Trek reference, although I don't know if it was specifically intended to look quite so much like the Star Trek Picard Season 3 excursion jackets, because that was pretty recent by the time that this came out. Oh, and I'll be in plush mode staring directly into your soul for the next 5 minutes.
I'm sorry.
But
do you have more to say?
yeah, I'm just admiring your uniform. but I do really like these uniforms. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that this whole thing is a Star Trek reference. The grav drive is installed. You should be all set now.
Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix.
Wow.
Thank you again for all you've done.
Where will you go now?
We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Purima 2 here.
No problem at all. Glad I worked out.
Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Well, a bunch of antique stuff. I was hoping for one of those uniforms. I think we can steal one.